Hey, what is up, my friends? I'm Toby Wayne. This is Toby Wayne Studios. Welcome, welcome. This is just a quick little video here to do a few minutes of sculpting on this little. I started a magnet here some time ago, and it's just been sitting over there on the bench. And so I figured, oh, hey, I had this little wooden plaque, so I figured, hey, this would make a great magnet and or plaque. So I'm going to be working on this for a few minutes. Also, I just wanted to talk about this Nibbles the Clown candy corn variant that I made. And the reason I call it the candy corn variant is because this is the original Nibbles the Clown, which is kind of a the red and white jumpsuit. Those are the ones that colors I usually use, but I decided to go with kind of a Halloween type theme, orange and white, and the black pom-poms instead of the red. Also, if you'll notice, I've added hair, which is always very disgusting. Uh, and then also, I also focused on gumming up this eye a little bit. I got some goo kind of slumping out of here. But yeah, this is the regular Nibbles the Clown, and then the extra special one-off candy corn variant of Nibbles the Clown. So I figured I'd show this today. I've been updating my website, so both of those nibbles are on there if you guys are interested. But yeah, I really like that Nibbles the Clown, the candy corn variant. The nasty eye is always awesome. So anyway, I figured I would just do a couple quick minutes of sculpting here on this uh, magnet that I'm working on. And if I'm not mistaken, as I was working on this, I think I'm just going to call this one Muck. And I call it that because of my brother Peter. He has gotten this nickname of Muck, but I'm not sure if he likes it or not. But I liked the name Muck. I thought that was kind of a cool little nickname. So I figured I would call this piece Muck in honor of my brother Peter. So let's see here. I have my lighter fluid that I'm going to be using to smooth things over. I gotta get rid of my nasty gunk water because I have a tendency that I'm going to dip my brush in that, and that is the last thing that I want to do. Hope everybody's had a good day. I know I have. My wife actually has been in Cabo for the past 8 days, and she gets in tonight at around midnight, I want to say. So I've been batching it for the past 8 days. So basically, that just means I've been eating Totino's pizzas and Mountain Dew, and that's about it, really. Working, and that's about it. Letting the clothes pile up, of course. I'm going to go ahead and use the sponge here to leave some nice texture on this little guy. I got so many pieces that are in the final stages. It's ridiculous. I need to just get my button gear and finish things up. Jeez. But I'm sure you guys know how it is out there. Get started on one sculpt, and then I start another sculpt, and then another sculpt, and the next thing I know, I've got literally 8 different sculpts going. It's a bad, bad habit to get into, that is for sure. So what's going to happen too is when it comes time to mold this, I use this plaque here as kind of a base, and what I should do is get a circular plaque also, that way to check to cross-reference in case I run out of these squares, or if I just want to put it on a circular plaque or something. It's always good to kind of sculpt that with that in mind. And what I'll do is when it comes time to get things cleaned up, notice the big gaps there. So what I'll do is I'll just flow clay in there and seal it up and make it look nice, and then I'll transfer it over to my ghost board, and then I'll make my mold around that. Well, I think I'm going to leave the eyes blank. At one point I had some BBs in there, but I think I like them empty. So I'm going to just leave kind of these gaps here. Maybe I'll sculpt in a little bit of detail in there, like squinted eyes or something. I don't know. Get some nice details here around the mouth and let it have a nice flow to it. Same with kind of the eyes, the wrinkles around the eyes. And I just want to keep this really simple. I don't want to go super detailed. I want to make it pretty simple, so I get lost in my details. If I'm not careful, I can spend a lot of time, and it'll catch me eventually. I really will. I'll spend way too much time on a sculpt. I should be sculpting with a sense of priority and authority, kind of the way I like to think of it, because I catch myself slowing down, and it's not good. So that's where my time goes. It almost kind of has like a very, almost like a pumpkin type feel to it. So I don't know, maybe I'll do like some weird flesh colors, and then maybe I'll do some pumpkin version of it. That deep nose is going to be that crevice and socket in there is going to be an undercut nightmare if I'm not careful. So I may end up having to go back in and fill that in a little bit. Still getting a lot of good detail in there, but flow it in so it doesn't catch undercuts in the silicone. Because right now, currently, it'll want to rip if I just leave it as is. So we can't stand for that. And I'll use the Mold Star 16 on this, and it'll be a really quick molding job, because this will just be like a one-part silicone mold. Which will make things pretty easy. Okay. And I think, let's see, I know I've got some clay brushes around here somewhere that are a little bigger. Yeah, here we go. I had a real fine brush that I was using, which is not, it would take a long time to get that smoothed out, so I'm going to just jump up to the little bit bigger of a brush here. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to be, I've got several sculpts that I need to get finished up. I've got the last video I did of the Burn Man. I got to get him done. Let's see, what else? I got all sorts of stuff going on. I got I got that big mouth piece right here, which has just fallen into limbo for some reason. I just cannot seem to get this thing being worked on. I need to hustle on it and get that, just finish it up. I'm so close. like just like everything that I work on. I'm so stinking close on stuff. I'm going to use kind of this base here as a pad to work on and rotate, because the stuff gets slimy after a little bit with the lighter fluid. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm going to do the Mold Star 16 on this guy. That stuff kicks off really fast, like a 6-minute pot life, which is amazing for a silicone, and then a 30-minute demold. So that's hustling. Most silicones, even the mold stroke, max stroke, excuse me, you have to wait 45 minutes. 40 or is it 45 minutes or 90 minutes in between each layer? I think it's 45 minutes in between each layer that you can work. Yeah, you can paint each layer on, but then of course that's a much thicker silicone that goes on in batches, in layers. And then once you get your 5 or 6 layers on it, then you let it sit overnight for, I think, 12 hours. I think it has a 12-hour cure time on it. So it's amazing how this lighter fluid will just smooth things up and almost finish things up here just by brushing on the silicone or the lighter fluid. Pretty amazing stuff. Lighter fluid is so aggressive on this clay, which is nice. So what I'll do is I'll probably come in and finesse these little areas, and then I'll finish up those teeth, maybe off cam or something. I don't know. But this one's just about done. I figured I would come out and spend a few minutes out here with everybody and get a video going and get out here in the studio, get some studio time in. It was beautiful today. It was super sunny here in Albany, and it was amazing. Yeah. So anyway, well, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to come out and say hi and produce a little bit out in the studio tonight and kind of let people know about the Nibbles the Clown. And I've been updating the website like crazy. I've got several new or several busts on there now. So I've been, and I'll continually keep updating it. As I've said in the past few videos, I've kind of neglected it, but it's time to change that, my friends. It's time to change that. So, yeah. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you for all the new subscribers, which, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, as of tonight, right now, 7:33 in the p.m., I think I broke a 700. So I'm thankful. I think I'm like 701. So thank you guys so much for all those new subscribers. You guys are awesome. I woke up to like 6 or 7 new subscribers this morning, which made me happy. It was a good way to start the day. And of course, then I had to go to work. So, but you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this magnet, I think, here for a little bit. And we're going to get this sucker hopefully molded up within the next week. Oh, yeah, and I also have cake hole that I got to get finished up. So yeah, that maybe I'll do another video on that too while I'm at it. So anyway, thank you guys for checking this video out. I appreciate you, and as usual, I will catch you in the very next video.